Hepcat Harley here again from the shed, and good news today, we've got the gasket set for Henrietta, so we can get out and get this stator coil back on hopefully today. Nice day outside, so we'll enjoy the sunshine while we're at it. Got some new screws as well, show you here. Yeah, some replacement screws because we were knocking on the others a bit, weren't we? But there's the stator coil in place, and I've had to make this little wire up, and I've cut off the sleeving from the old wire because the old wire was knackered. So I've got some new wire, soldered some proper 3.9mm bullet connectors on the end with some heat shrink, and just glued the colour tab on, you know, the some of the sleeve from the previous wire on the end, so that there's no confusion. I mean, that wire in there is purple, so I've just used a colour that, you know, isn't normal. Same with the other end, but that's a female. One thing I will explain is about this screwdriver. Seems to have caused a bit of a confusion. Yeah, so to explain about this screwdriver, while I've been banging on a screwdriver in the, I think it was the last video, the one before, getting them screws out of the casing. This isn't a normal screwdriver, this is called an impactor. It's a vessel impactor. There we go. And what you do is basically when you bash it, it turns up to 12 degrees anti-clockwise to undo the screw, which I think is about 2 minutes, something like that if you're looking at it as a clock. But yeah, so you bash it and it sort of, just the same as an impact driver, it just turns a little bit. That's why I was bashing the L on the end of a screwdriver with a big copper mallet. But yeah, I'll show you the other ones. They come in different sizes as well. This is the big one. This is probably more, you know, you can see even on these new screws, these are the genuine Honda replacement screws for the casings. You put that in there, I mean, the fit is so good, it'll just stay there, you know what I mean, just stay there. Probably a little bit magnetised, yeah, it is a bit, but yeah, the fit is so snug, nothing else will fit like that. It's perfect. These silver handle ones are all impact drivers, and they've got the telltale metal bit on the end. So there's that one, that's the same size as this one. I think this is a shorter one. There you go, you see, made in Japan. But yeah, they're good, they're really good. So we've got a couple of those, and the other ones are these sort of blue handled ones, which are not impactors. These are just your standard JIS screwdrivers. Obviously if you thought, you know, I was bashing on a normal screwdriver to get things loosened, that is not the way to do it. You will probably do more harm than good. By all means, get yourself a set of these. You know, they're worth having if you've got Japanese bikes, especially vintage ones. These are the ones to get. Right, well, hopefully that's explained all that, and it's time to put the radio on, get some work done. Just going to sort these screws out because they're in the right positions. I'll just do a quick drawing. That was the bugger, wasn't it, that one? Just so I can compare lengths. I mean, it's not hard to work out which one's which anyway, but I want to get it right. Make sure I get it right. Right, well, I've cleaned up the gasket surface a bit and cleaned these dowels, and they slide around a lot better than now. Yeah. Okay, so I've lightly greased the gasket. Put that on there. I've not glued it like the last person did. Okie dokie. Hopefully that'll stay there long enough. Okay. Now that's the bit I'm hoping is going to be alright, because it just sticks out a bit. I'm hoping that'll compress in when this is all tightened up. Anyhow, these have got a shoulder on. These are the original ones. They haven't. They're full thread. But I suppose it's alright. Little dab will do you. This should come out a lot easier next time. Okay, well I've got all these screws snugged up. I'll sort that wire out in a minute. Just going to verify this timing mark that I tapped in there, make sure it's right. Take the plug out the other side. there, so I need to get that wire out of there and put a male connector on it to plug into there. So that will be that. This one, 2 blacks, there's 2 yellows there, so I think that goes in there. We can connect them to the battery or something in a minute. Sure that'll go anyway. These 2, I don't think there's any order you have to do these in, so it's just one in one and one out. I'll get my crimp tool out and do that, and me releasing bits of kit. Let's see if I can get them now actually. Right, I'll leave them as they are. That's the old wires now, they're no good to anybody. I'll just close them off, get a bullet male connector on there. That's that. That's good enough. Right. So that goes in there. Right, okay. I've taken them wires out of there, but I'll put this back in there. If anyone wants to turn this back to original, they can do so, can't they? So that just goes in there like that. Just connect the battery up now. To say green to, obviously it's obvious, isn't it? Green to earth and red to battery positive. So. Right, well that's the wiring all tidied up. That's all in there in that glove. This is all taped together, tie wraps, and through there. Fish wife. Fish wife. Fish wife. Yeah, and so the wiring is, there's the fuse box for it, and the little fuse, and that goes to there, and that goes to there, and it's all nice and neat and tidy.